ever tried explaining something to someone and the person say, oh, there's exceptions. There are times things like this happen. Yeah, that's double standard. That's the thing about double standard. They say one thing, and when it applies to them, it suddenly is not that thing. Double standards are everywhere, and it can be very exhausting. In friendship, at work, online, family place, people will preach fairness, honesty, transparency until it is them. At that moment, that rule or that laid down expectation doesn't apply to them. You start hearing things like, it's okay, it happens. And honestly, it's frustrating. So let's define it clearly. A double standard is when someone applies rules and application inconsistently, saying one thing but doing another thing when it suits them. For example, your friend tells you, nobody has the right to change a plan last minute. And you've been listening. But when it is them, suddenly it feels okay. Suddenly they have a reason. Suddenly that reason applies and counts for them, but it doesn't for you. Or at work, your manager expects transparency. But the moment you question them, or you ask a question, it becomes a problem. And before you know it, you might be getting your first and last query if you're not careful. It's frustrating because people don't even realize they are doing it. Or maybe they do and they don't just really care. Here's the thing, double standards show in different areas. Let me give you a few. Say friendship. You're expected to listen, be patient, understand, communicate properly, don't get hungry. The moment it is them, that rule don't apply anymore. They forget that they said, let's be patient. So much that when you need that same patience from them, suddenly you're overreacting. Or they come with, why are you being unnecessarily angry? Yeah, another area would be social media. People come with this cancel culture for people or for artists and all of that. Oh, whoever does this, we should do this to the person. Until you catch them doing that same particular thing. Then it's context matter. Let us hear very well. Something happened on Twitter weeks ago. There was this cancel culture that started showing up from the male genders about a particular celebrity. Then some people started digging up male celebrities that have done worse than what that female celebrity has done. Then suddenly the noise came down. They stopped talking. Oh, since it's a woman, let's burn the bridge. But now we are showing you, see what your male counterpart has said. So now there is a context. Really? Yeah, another area where something like this works is family, especially with parents. They set you rules, they give you rules and all of that you don't bend. But the moment they bend that rule for themselves, it becomes justifiable. They give you millions reasons why that rule can be bent. But no reasonable, responsible person stays out till 10 p.m. outside. Then suddenly, mommy's coming back from one bed by 11 p.m. Then she starts giving you different languages, especially if you're a Lagosian. Then another area I'll be talking about is workplace. There are policies, there are processes, there are guidelines. Until when one senior, or HR best friend, or HR office husband, or HR office wife, or a senior colleague's partner, don't do that or don't follow the rules. Then you hear things like, there are exceptions to these things. Really? I'm sure all of this sounds familiar, right? We've all been there. Now let's talk about why it frustrates us, frustrate me. Double standard is actually very frustrating. And here's why it's sad. It messes with your truth. It messes with your trust. You think someone is on your side, that they can't do this. Then boom. Their actions don't even match their words. It's emotionally draining because humans are wired for fairness. When fairness is missing, it causes tension, frustration, sometimes anger. And sometimes it becomes very worse. You start questioning yourself. Am I overreacting? Maybe this thing did not happen. Or is it me? Yes, you're not overreacting. The standard is just different for them. What applies to you, they kind of said it doesn't apply to them. And they want it that way. So what can we do about this? Because we can't change everyone. At the same time, you have to give your energy for things that matter. And for people that matter. So we can only control how we respond. One, recognize it. Call it out internally. Say, this is double standard. You're not supposed to be like this now. Labeling it mentally detach you away from the frustration it will cause you. Another will be, speak your truth calmly. Clarify misunderstandings, don't letting maybe pride or ego take over. And please remember, explaining yourself does not in any way mean you are defending yourself. Let them know that this thing you are doing is really not right. You can't tell me not to pass here. And then your own friend passed and it's suddenly fine. Yeah, another one will be, pick your battles. Sometimes correcting someone is not necessary. You can't correct everybody. Sometimes it's not what you're in, so keep it. And lastly, will be protect your energy. Distance yourself from people that consistently just want to drain you out. Distance yourself away from people that consistently do things to suit themselves. Distance yourself away from people that consistently twist rules to suit themselves. You can't fix everyone, and that's okay. Sometimes people don't want clarity, they want confirmation. And that's their problem, not you. Here's the reality: double standard exists everywhere. Preach versus practice causes serious tension. But you get to choose how you respond. You can let it frustrate you, or you recognize it. Call it out calmly and preserve your energy and keep your integrity intact. And here's a question for you because I want to hear your thoughts. Have you ever caught yourself holding a double standard? Be honest, sometimes we all do. Drop your stories in the comments if you can. Let's talk about it. And remember, explaining yourself or calling out double standard doesn't make you a bad person. Those twisting the rules are the one with the problem. If you like this conversation, subscribe to Dhartos, and let's have more of Dhartos Talks video where I'll talk about real life, sometimes funny discussions about real life, people, growth. We'll be diving into more human stories, behaviors, lessons together. Bye.